brimming with talented young players. Teams will make substitutions. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Jefferson, and it's Baisley in at the 5 down low. Martin with it, now guarded by Booker. Martin with the bucket. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Shelton passes to Jefferson. Good ball movement here by the Suns. To halt the run. They get it again. Here's Baisley. And finally, that one's good.
And Baisley just hustling to the hoop. He's got that kind of length to get in there and mix it up inside.
Charlotte leading by 4. Brent, the lead up to the 2019 draft was an interesting time for Darius Baisley.
Yeah, here's one of those players who opted out of going to college and ended up working for a shoe company prior to going to the draft a year before. Talked about going the G League route, but trained on his own, got himself ready, and he's showing some steady improvement here.
Now Martin. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
First personal foul.
For Charlotte, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Booker.
Charlotte. Martin. Shooting 1.
And that one falls for Martin. Suns trail by 7. That's tipped. Now the pass to Bullock. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Phoenix basketball.
Over. 1:03 left in the first. Here's Baisley. Makes it off the glass. Baisley's got his second basket of the night.
And Baisley's got good size at 6'8", so down on the interior with that length, tough to stop.
Fires from the wing. Martin with the bucket.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Shelton passes to Jefferson. Poked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin.
Basketball.
Down low. Martin with the block, and he recovers it.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Martin for 3. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Pass to Wainwright. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Martin. It'll count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Charlotte with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. We come back right after this.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Setting the floor for the Suns. We've got Durant, Devin Booker out there with Vincent. Then there's Ayton. And it's Hammonds in at the 3. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Montgomery, the pass to Martin. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Left side, Martin. And the layup falls. Martin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And Kevin, little plays like that one will help them manage this lead heading into the half. How about the determination? Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And they pick up 2.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Sinks that one from the post. Martin's got the lead up to 13 now for Charlotte.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
KD passes to Vincent. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Martin. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And Brent, as an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Suns trail by 17. And the Suns call time. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles can be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this one will be for sure. Interconference matchups are always pretty fascinating just because of timing on scouting and how often you watch teams like this affect some of the unpredictability of the East-West battles.
And Jones over to help. Jefferson with the 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do. Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Martin with the bucket.
Seemed to be laying in the weeds there in the first quarter, but now we're seeing him come out, put all the cards on the table, and ramp it up.
After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's the three. He doesn't hit that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. And it goes down 2 points. Martin's got 31 points.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Hammonds passes to Shelton over Jones. Phoenix no good that time either. Hornets leading by 21. 20 seconds left here in the second. And it's Martin missing.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
They get it back. Passes to Shelton. Here's Baisley from outside the arc. And no good. And so it's Charlotte sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Back to the action in just a minute.
22.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out.
Substitution
New group on the floor now for Charlotte. They've got Martin, and it's Hall in a shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Baisley, and he banks in the layup. Baisley's got 6.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Martin for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. Wainwright's shot is good.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Martin. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Martin's got 36.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you wonder what it's going to be like when Baisley puts everything together. He's such a tough cover.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hornets.
The 3-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, for all the rawness and the inexperience of Darius Baisley, he's starting to show that he's settling in to playing at this level.
And finished off by Martin.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Outside Jefferson. Here's Baisley. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And Baisley has a chance here to show off why he is in this position. He's an athlete.
Martin from outside, drills it from outside. Martin's got 41.
And how aggressive has he been on the offensive end? Over half the team's points have been his.
Booker the pass to Jefferson. Uncovered. Baisley, good.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Booker against Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Martin, and that comes off the assist by Jones. 43 points for Martin.
And so far tonight, he's been the game's leading scorer. Just got into a groove, and no one's found a way to get him out of it.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Both teams making substitutions here. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
On the court for the Suns, we've got Devin Booker. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Baisley in at the power forward. And another great look at the 2K drive.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Hornets.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Martin.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals.
Knocks down the three ball.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. So both teams changing it up here.
Martin. One shot.
And that one falls for Martin. There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Baisley, good.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And here's Rose. Pass to Baisley. Fires the three. Missed. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Ulrich, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Buckets!
I see you out there doing work.
Are you here?
Not happening. Or it will.
Dang.
That was a quick game.
I got those 4.
That's what Team 2K TV does. We give the community wins, thus for giving them double XP. So we're really giving to the community when we're out here taking L's and giving them wins. You know what I'm saying, guys?
That's what we're all about.
Blowing kisses and blowing games.
Game number 2.
All right, we're not gonna dance this time. We gotta look locked in.
We can't show off like that again.
Hey, why am I dancing?
Rodney, you already broke the trust here. All right, 3-0. Let's lock in.
Oh, we're so slow.
Very slow.
Just wish.
This is what happens when you guys don't listen to Joe Knows, because he knows. You guys don't know. I never want to see these builds again.
Oh, this guy's way small.
Well, we're more than a few games into the year. How much do we know about this year's rookie class, Grant?
Well, it's still early. We have to...
That's making a switch here.
At the line for the Nets, Ben Simmons. At the line for 1.
So on the floor for Brooklyn, we've got Ben Simmons, and it's Bowl in at the 4.
You know, Ben Simmons, so unique as a player. I think he's one of the few non-bigs who can actually dominate a game scoring below the foul line. Not just scoring, but with his passing, too.
Martin, and he buries his first look. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes. Foul charge to Charlotte. Martin. First personal foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets?
Making the most of their trips to the charity stripe, that's what they've done a good job of thus far in this one. Very comfortable at the line, and that's a good sign.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
So the Nets making a switch here. Reed's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Charlotte trailing. It's Martin on the wing. Reed defending. Lets it go from 11. Rebound Brooklyn. Last time they met in Brooklyn.
They definitely came into that one hoping to be competitive. Unfortunately, they were anything but.
It wasn't pretty. That's definitely the case. I mean, I know they'd like to scrub that game from their memories and actually erase it from the hard drive.
6 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. From deep, here's Simmons. He can't hit that time. And Charlotte going the other way now. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
Boy, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
You know, Simmons is a platinum-level passer, and he has a really good understanding of when his teammates are open.
Martin against Reed. The baseline J. Martin misses. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Out of bounds. It'll be Hornets ball.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
.40 seconds left to play in the first. Puts up a 3. And the Hornets, another 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Down low. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Pass to Hall. Martin outside. Shoots over Reed. Again, MP missing.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Poke loose. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession.
Basketball.
Outside Simmons. Here's Duke. Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
How about that one at the buzzer?
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
Ben Simmons getting it done for the Nets. He gave his all to help his team in that quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
That's right, fans. Here are your...
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Nets. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Nets with a lead. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by MP.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Suns played some superb basketball. He scored 53 points and was such a menace on the defensive end. Steals galore. He was focused, very productive. The team leaned on him all night. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc. And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And it's good. 2 points. Bouknight's got his second bucket on the night.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
The aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
And it's the Hornets on the break. Here's Martin. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Shooting one. Defensive foul. Cameron Johnson.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, BA, it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, BA. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
48. The Nets, 48.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. He's checked in for Lopez. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. And here's Bridges. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
And here's the Mobile One drive. A great move to get right to the cup.
And he's been incredible this game. And plays like that one show you how locked in he is.
And for Brooklyn. Back to Martin. And that one drops.
Put the first three misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Bridges outside. Here's Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
This really elevates Ben Simmons' team when he's shooting it like this. Great to see him finding the scoring rhythm.
From deep, MP. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Outside Johnson. He's guarded by Martin. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
What nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And he gets the bucket. Martin's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Soft touch off the glass. And now just a 3-point Nets lead.
And that's exactly how you attack length. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
Charlotte's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
And, you know, a close game, you got to find that edge. High-energy plays like that one can make a big difference.
That puts him in the lead. Martin's got 21 points in the game.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
They're turning it over, and their opponent isn't. That's the difference.
I tell you what, guys, this game would look a lot different, would have a different texture if they didn't give the ball away so much. I mean, that's really been the storyline so far.
Pass to Duke. A shot to stop the run. And again, it's the Nets missing.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
It's stolen by MP. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating them to the spot. Well done.
Johnson, he's checked in for Duke. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Joe. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Inside. Out to Bridges. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
3 seconds. It's Hornets ball. Coming onto the floor for your Hornets.
And here are the Hornets now. Pass to Martin. He got it up. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Hornets out in front, up by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Takes a 13-footer. That one no good. The Nets shooting it at 52%. And for the Nets. From deep, Johnson. And it's Martin with the rebound. The Hornets with a lead. Tipped away. Pass to Simmons. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
You know, with his size and skill, Simmons is really good down low. I think he can score a bunch of points this way.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. And here's MP from outside. Pure from three-point range. Martin's got 15 points in just the second half. Martin's gone 3 of 5 so far from downtown. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Joe. Pass to Banks. Shot clock at 6. The three-pointer off the mark. The Hornets shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Martin against Johnson. Brooklyn with the board. Simmons has got 5 rebounds in the game. Drills it from deep. He's got 21.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
It's time for T-shirt. Coming onto the...
And so it's Charlotte winning this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.